Thank you, Speaker. Earlier this year, the Ontario Ombudsman stated in a scathing report that the Landlord Tenant Board was fundamentally failing in its mandate because of insurmountable challenges, especially for Ontarians trying to access quality, well-functioning online hearings. In addition to the Ombudsman, we've also heard from anti-poverty organizations, tenant and shelter organizations, many who are here today for the National Day of Housing, advocating to bring back in-person hearings. After all, it's been 3 years since the COVID pandemic first appeared. The situation is so bad that not even counter service, Speaker, is available for any low-income or elderly tenants who don't have computers. When will this government listen to Ontarians and restore in-person hearings and services for Ontarians who actually need them?
To reply, the Attorney General.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I want to, the Ombudsman's report's come up twice, actually, and what the Ombudsman's report actually said is that it was a perfect storm of events. There was an election. At the same time, there was antiquated technology. That rests on you guys supporting these guys because nothing was done for years. A global pandemic combined with a significant backlog, Mr. Speaker. Now, we are working away at getting the backlog down. We are making sure that people are getting the services that they want. What the NDP want, Mr. Speaker, supported by the Liberals this time, is to go back in time, Mr. Speaker. They're not interested in modernization and moving things forward. I can tell you, though, Mr. Speaker, for those that do need access to the system, that don't have computers, we have provision in place for mobile units, for phone services, for all sorts of things, Mr. Speaker. So we're modernizing the system to meet the needs of everyday Ontarians, and I look forward to answering the second part in the supplementary, Mr. Speaker.
A supplementary question.
Low-income tenants, that is just not good enough. They clearly do not have access to in-person hearings. Back in my neighborhood, Neighborhood Legal Services is a legal aid clinic which represented 584 matters as of last year. This included the prevention of evictions, protection of affordable housing, and a very important precedent-setting case that involved 200 families at 200 Wellesley who took their landlord to the board seeking a rent reduction for the loss of facilities, compensation for multi-day power outages, water and heat outages, as well as frequent elevator breakdowns and utility blackouts. This was important, and without the legal aid support, they would not have been able to get there. This is actually absolutely critical, Speaker, is that legal aid clinics actually help low-income tenants in Ontario. Speaker, there was no mention of new legal aid funding in the provincial fall economic statement. My question to the Premier is, will he stand up for low-income tenants by reinstating the 2019 cut of $133 million from legal aid?
The Attorney General.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I won't, try and correct the member's math. She's so far off base, Mr. Speaker. But what I can tell you this, though, the 72 legal aid clinics across Ontario, Mr. Speaker, are providing excellent service.